This is the moment we have all been waiting for. I didn't want them to break up so soon. Let me just put that out there, all right? Just so y'all know, I didn't want the bloodline to break up so soon. Lex, but it's been 3 years. Not enough. I wanted more of the bloodline, man. I love the bloodline. It's the best thing I've seen since the Attitude Era. For me personally, at least. Let me just add that. For me personally, I don't want you guys to eat me alive. But the bloodline is just outstanding. So here we have Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. Who will be the ones? Bloodline Civil War happening at Money in the Bank. Oh, man. This story has gone on for so long. And yeah, I will admit that for a while, they had the story lingering on a little bit, right? What is Jay going to do? Is he picking Sammy? Is he picking the bloodline? They kind of didn't know what to do with Solo, but once they found their footing and they got back on track, it was leading the headlines. It was leading the storylines. It's been the best thing in wrestling, in my opinion, again. And wow. I don't even know who to pick here. I don't think Roman's getting pinned. I think you got to use Solo as the scapegoat here. MGM says, I personally needed at least one Uso to be gone by now. I will say Jay chose way quicker than I thought. Yep, it could have been stretched out a little bit more in terms of him deciding to get out. But Jason is quickly saying Usos. Keon is saying Usos. Wesley's saying Roman and Solo. So for me, when I look at this matchup, I'm like, who do I pick here? But I think Roman has dominated for so long, and he's won every single time, that you gotta kind of bring him down to the stratosphere by having him lose to the Usos here. This is the perfect scenario where Roman can, pretty much cough up another loss, if you will, not get pinned, and you put over the Usos into the stratosphere. Now, another interesting thing to look at here is, what does Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman have up their sleeve? We know that they don't play by the rules. They don't play fair. What's going to happen? Is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming to help the Usos? Right? Are they going to be the ones? Is Roman getting another bloodline member? Maybe Tamina finally joins them? We just don't know what route they're going to take. But I do know this. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Solo could walk out of the match. Good point, Juan. Good point. I actually got Roman and Solo by pinning Jimmy. Ooh. Kyron says Roman. Okay. So, for me, my final pick is the Usos. I just got to go with the Usos, guys, because they've been on fire. They've been amazing. And this is the payoff, if you will. Giving them the payoff right here, right now, in London. Red hot. It makes for a great story. But look, I will say this. If they beat Roman and Solo, there's not really much else they could play with in that story. But if Roman and Solo do some sleazy shit with Paul Heyman to win, revenge can still be an option as a motive for story going forward. So if WWE wants to push this story, beyond Money in the Bank and, take it into the next pay-per-view, if you will, they can easily have Roman do some crazy shit. And that would make the crowd go nuts. And even at home, we would go crazy. When Roman laughed at Solo being the Tribal Chief Saturday, and that look Solo gave him was amazing. Yeah, it's just been spectacular. Roman and Solo taking it, bring Orton out. I heard they recorded a new theme for Randy, an updated one. Yeah, an updated one. The ending got to leave it open for the story to continue. You are right about Jay. So, looking at, I may take back the Usos pick, because giving the Usos the victory today would pretty much end the story, and the story does need to continue. If the Usos win, Roman might get pissed off at Solo. Oh, that's another element they could do. That is another element. What if Roman says, man, I don't need my family. I'll create my own. And he starts his own bloodline. And it's like NWO versus the Wolfpack and stuff, like where it's like NWO versus NWO. They could do the bloodline versus the bloodline if Roman Reigns goes ahead and creates his own faction without Solo and without the Usos. And that could lead into, I don't know. I'm just talking crap here, but yeah, I take it back. I take it back. I'm glad that we discussed this further because I'm taking it back. I do think Roman Reigns and Solo are gonna win just to keep the story going, and they're gonna do something crazy that should shock us. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.